everyone loves Jimmy Garoppolo. He's a really nice guy. He's professional. He's not a diva. He's not a big me guy. So, and he takes a lot of flack because he's not elite. And I think that a lot of people like praising him, especially when he's winning. And right now, the media is all over him. I mean, when you go on Twitter, you're just bombarded with Jimmy Garoppolo is better than you think stuff. And
Except for Aldara. She loves him. Aldara loves Jimmy Garoppolo.
Aldara's great. But Aldara...
There's one.
Different. Aldara loves Jimmy like Aldara loves Taylor Swift. I mean, it's a little different. I'm talking about people who really think
I understand. We just had to give her a shout out. That's all.
For sure. I'm saying all this positive press is nice. Niner fans are really, really praising this dude. Does it mean anything? Is his trade value actually increasing? Like, is there a team, and I guess we don't know, but do you think there's a team in the NFL from afar looking at this situation being like, you know what? That guy is actually a franchise quarterback, and I want him.
Yes, absolutely. And it's not just the Twitter war or our fan base that's pumping him up, but if you watch, like
the national media,
if you watch ESPN, if you listen to the media, they love him.
And
right now they are convinced that Jimmy Garoppolo can do no harm. He's playing a lot better. He's healthy. He's executing, managing the game very well. He obviously knows the playbook. There is no way that there are not at least half a dozen teams that would not look at him as a massive upgrade to what they have next year. So it's not just the 49ers that are boosting his trade value. It's people like Peter Schrager and other analysts out there that just seem to think he is the greatest thing ever. And he gets so many accolades right now from the media, which is amazing because most athletes do not have the charismatic commands of the media like him. You know this because you are in media. But when it comes to Jimmy Garoppolo, the whole season from the beginning, listening to ESPN and listening to football shows, they're all like, I'm behind Jimmy. So Jimmy's trade value, there's a respect for him the same way Kyle Shanahan has respect around the league despite being a losing coach.
I don't buy it, Sibila. I hear you, though. I just don't. I'm very skeptical here. To me,
why do you think the media is so high on him?
Because he came from the Patriots. He's on the Niners. He's kind of like
pedigree.
Yeah, he's kind of like Tebow. He's someone you want to talk about in the media. He's I don't know what the word is, but he's just, you know what I mean? He's like Tebow. The media likes talking about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's got pedigree. He's come from New England. So there's that. And I think maybe the media people like John Lynch, and they're trying to see things from his perspective. Maybe he's pushing this behind closed doors to try to do the Jimmy Garoppolo pump and dump, raise his trade value. I don't know. I just don't buy it. And here's why. I think, well, look, when Kyle Shanahan was asked about him this week, like, has he improved? He's like, he couldn't even say yes. He was like, what? Really, we've just kind of been more consistent around him and improved around him. I think when teams look at Jimmy, for all his great qualities, I still think they look at a guy who's a product of George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Kyle Shanahan. Those four guys.
That's a very fair assessment. All you have to do is put the ball in their hands. It's true.
Yeah, and it's like nothing against Jimmy, but if you can't bring those elements with Jimmy, why do you think? Like Jimmy played for New England and the 49ers. I know he had that success in 2017, but why do you think just bringing him to Carolina or Houston or any terrible team, why would he just turn it? I don't think he would. And I think if any team expected that, you're really going to be disappointed. For his skill set, you can just draft someone. Like, I know everyone's down on this draft class, and I don't know how much you've watched these quarterbacks. Yesterday on the way to Nashville on the plane, I was watching them. They look like they're all good to me. I don't know if there's any great quarterback, but Jimmy isn't great. If you're looking for a good quarterback, I think there's a lot of them in this draft. So
yeah, I definitely agree with what you're saying as far as like the reality of Jimmy Garoppolo, but I still believe in the stupidity of many franchises in the NFL.
That's a great point. I mean, look at the Panthers. They traded for Sam Darnold this year.
Yeah, people like Shad Khan, they are the kind of person that wants to bring in a headliner to answer to the fan base. Basically, I've got it. I've got the heaven sent answer for this team. We're going to plug and play, and we're going to the Super Bowl. I feel like there are some owners like that. I
Right.
feel like he's one of them, and I just feel like Jimmy Garoppolo's pedigree, his charisma, but mostly his pedigree, not his charisma. I feel like it could bait a franchise or two.
I have a franchise that I think can make a terrible decision here. Cleveland. Here's why.
Baker.
Here's why. They were interested in Jimmy the first time around when the Niners got him. It was basically down to those two teams.
We have some connections with the coaching staff.
Yes. They absolutely should not re-sign Baker. We agree on that.
Absolutely.
He's got to go. And what they could say is,
Johnny Football.
Instead of going to a rookie, because we're a good team, kind of like the Niners, maybe the fan base would freak out going from Baker to a rookie. But going from Baker to Jimmy is, marketable to marketable. And Jimmy would probably be cheaper. They would probably bring him in, renegotiate his contract, and make him way more affordable than Baker. And they could say, it's a similar system. Jimmy can do a lot of what Baker does. I could see Cleveland thinking that way when really they should just draft a quarterback. But Cleveland is one team that could be the Niners' mark here.
Yeah, see, honestly, I think Cleveland has to have a bridge of some kind because they have a window. They have a great defense, and they have some great offensive players. From Nick Chubb to their wide receiver core. They've got some great players. They do, and they have a decent coach. So that's a good one. I do like that.
Cleveland.
Baker, if he is smart, however, he would undercut that by taking a pay cut. And if he does not, he will be the next Manziel, basically. He will be out. So I wonder if
Cleveland should trade him for whatever assets they can get. I'm not interested in Baker and whatever his next contract's going to cost. It's going to be expensive.
And it should not be. No. He's a byproduct of the fact that they have a great O-line, good defense. They have Myles Garrett, Nick Chubb. I can see Jimmy Garoppolo going there.
He's average. And I hate his State Farm commercials. They're so bad. What are we supposed to – he lives at the stadium? He doesn't live at the stadium. He probably has some really nice place in Cleveland that he doesn't want to live in because he probably would rather live in Beverly Hills. But that's what – he lives at the stadium.
Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, they were saying the hate for Baker Mayfield is amplified by those commercials.
You're so bad.
Not just because they're bad, there are so many of them. And they play all the time.
It's like who are you?
Break
Why do I have to see your face all the time? You're just an average quarterback in Cleveland.
Now, if it was Peyton Manning, if it was Patrick Mahomes, for instance, and I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers, when you win, you're more standable. People can stand you a little bit more when they see your face because there's the face of a winner. But Baker's so mediocre, it's almost that we feel like he's arrogant or pompous. It's like the RG3 with Subway.
He's profiting off his college career. He hasn't done anything in the NFL. He plays in Cleveland. He's not a winner, but he was good in college, and he's still profiting. I feel like there's a lot. Tebow's still profiting off of what he did in college. He's in commercials
right now.
Yeah, it's off. It's that, and I don't even really watch college football, so I don't get that at all. Anyway, let's answer a couple of questions. Are you in Nashville, Grant? Damn right. Damn early start, bruh. Yeah, man, my wife's here. We're gonna have a nice time in the Music City. So we're getting started early.
That's awesome that you guys went together. That's a great city to go to.
Absolutely. Now, last night we got in late and we don't know Nashville at all, so we just walked down to Broadway.
You have to go for a music show.
Okay, we went that last time to Broadway and
great bluegrass.
Just like a bunch of 25-year-olds throwing up in the street. It was hella funny. Like, man, bro, it's Tuesday, but I guess it's that kind of town. I think of myself as 25, but then I walk around 25-year-olds and I'm like, damn, I'm 40 or damn near it. I was like, whoa, guys, everyone, are you guys okay? You want some? Do you need a B complex, vitamin B12? Jimmy number one in wide. Okay, here we go. Jimmy number one in yards per attempt, 8.5. Colin Cowherd said Jimmy to Cleveland. Cleveland, telling you, Cleveland is going to make a bad decision. They wanted him a few years ago. They don't want Baker. They're probably scared to go to a rookie. Does Kittle get to 1,000 yards this season? They don't pass enough.
Yeah, he has come on strong towards the end. He's closing on it, but he'll need some monster games, and he has had them.
He has had them. Knocking on wood, hypothetically, if Shanny were to get COVID before a game, who would take over the head coaching responsibilities? That's an interesting question. Well, maybe the assistant head coach. That's the tight end coach, Embry. Yes. Perhaps him. I think it would be him. That way the coordinators could stay in their
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah. Good question. Interesting.
But sometimes giving your OC a chance to kind of audition, is a career move, and as a head coach, you might owe them that.
Or the DC, D'Amico, who looks very much like a leader.
He does. I don't know about him. I don't know about him as a head coach yet.
Well, we're going to talk about that.
I want to see more. I want to see more. I want to see two seasons of this.
Fair. Karen Pettiford said, great show as always. Happy holiday to both of you. Happy holiday to you
Happy
too.
holidays. Thank you so much.